join, you have to go to France, at your own expense. The closest port from England is Calais, which spells C-A-L-A-I-S. For your information, the basic contract with the Foreign Legion is 5 years. The Foreign Legion ban recruitment if you've been charged with murder crime or drug-related convictions.
Bonjour. I've come to join the Légion Étrangère. Oui. Passeport?
Bonjour monsieur.
Bonjour.
C'est pourquoi?
I've come to join the Légion Étrangère.
Ok.
Okay.
Comment?
I'm very, very nervous. It's a long way away from home. I'm not very good at speaking French either, you know, so I think that's going to be a big, big problem for me.
Put your bag on the table and sit down. Your name is?
Dean William Heggie.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you come here to join up the Legion for 5 years, that's it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. You know, if you want to join, we keep charge of you immediately from this moment now. And you're not allowed to write or to telephone for minimum 4 months, 3 or 4 months, yeah, you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. We pass you in front of a doctor this afternoon. If the medic decides you are fit to join, then you sign your 5 years contract this afternoon.
Back home, I mean, my parents don't know I'm here, for a start. I think the only person that knows that I'm here is my uncle Frank. But apart from that, none of my friends know, none of my family. No one.
Quel est votre motif de venir à la Légion étrangère?
What is your motivation to enlist in the Legion?
I've joined for adventure and for a military career.
Avez-vous des problèmes avec la justice en Angleterre?
Do you have any problems with the justice, with the police in Great Britain?
No, no trouble at all.
Non problème?
No.
Vous allez maintenant signer un contrat pour 5 ans, provisoire, pour l'instant, ici à Paris. Signé ici.
That is the first contract here in Paris, which will become definitively after a period of tests.
Served 5 years in the Marines, left the Marines, and I was about a month in civilian life. It was boring, really, you know, just sitting about the house, watching television. I just needed another challenge, you know? Bit of excitement, bit of adventure. I think the next challenge was the French Foreign Legion.
You have not French money? Non. Non. Donc ça non plus n'est pas besoin. Vous mettez dedans. Vous mettez dedans, vous fermez.
Deux shorts. 3 t-shirts.
Ça va, Iggy. Ça va. Voilà.
Si votre niveau général n'est pas assez élevé, on vous remettra aussi dehors. Si vous n'êtes pas apte physiquement, on pourra aussi vous remettre dehors. Et si votre examen de situation ne convient pas, on pourra aussi vous remettre dehors.
Each one of these tests count whether or not you're going to stay with us in the French Foreign Legion. The infirmary test, you can leave maybe today, maybe tomorrow, depending on how things go. Afterwards, the intelligence test, if you are not intelligent enough, the same thing, we put you back to the civilian life. Physical test, same thing, if you do not get the 2,600 meters which we need, you're back to civilian life.
12 minutes. 12e coup de sifflet. Stop. Ok? T'es prêt?
$2,600 is the absolute limit. Anything under 2,600 metres and they'll be civilian by the end of the evening. Gone. At the end of each day we kick out between 15 and 25 guys. Each day. So for every 35 that gets cast out for the end of the week, there's about 100 and something that are kicked out. Continue, cool, continue. C'est pas encore fini. Okay. 2, 4, 600 metres. At the moment, he's got 3 or 4 minutes left, and he's just done the absolute minimum, so he's passed the test already. Now it's a question of how well he gets marked on this sheet, whether he's excellent, très bien, or good. So hopefully, he's going to pass. But I know I said like I'm biased because he's ex-British Army.
I wasn't concentrating on the time I had, you know. If I knew if 2 minutes to go, I would have sprinted for the last 2 minutes. But easy. Give me harder. Give me more punishment.
Schön, also die Kondition, von der Kondition her hat es einigermaßen gereicht. Bloß habe ich einen Krampf gekriegt im Fuß. Da musste ich aufhören. Weil ich Schmerzen gehabt habe, der ganze Schenkel war verkrampft. Dann habe ich aufgehört und jetzt muss ich halt zivil gehen. Und in 3 Monaten kann ich wieder herkommen.
Donc, en civil, la détenu, vider le sac, tu les fait porter tout ce qui appartient de Légion, tu m'as porté. Prends la cul pour le sac. Le sac à linge.
Some of them didn't pass the test this morning. Mr. Gotts there, he didn't pass the minimum level of running, the minimum level, so he was kicked out this afternoon. And then of course there's a certain guy that was caught sleeping with somebody else last night, so he's not the type of person one in the Legion, and he's gone as well.
Strasbourg.
Yep.
Moon.
I've come to join the Légion Étrangère.
Présente chez nous. Is this the first time you have tried to join the Legion?
In the book.
Is this the first time that you have come here to be in the Legion? The first time?
First time.
Yes?
Yes.
Célibataire, marié, divorcé, séparé, des enfants? Are you single, married, or divorced?
Single.
Do you have any children?
Approche-toi du bureau, tu te mets là, mets-toi au repos.
En repos.
Bon, désires-tu être sous anonymat?
Oui, Major.
Changer de nom?
Oui, Major.
Oui, pour quelle raison particulière?
Disons surtout pour faire une nouvelle vie.
Ouais.
Parce que bon, disons que la vie civile pour moi ne me convient pas vraiment. Donc je vais redémarrer à zéro dans des conditions différentes.
Tu as eu des problèmes avec ta famille?
J'ai eu des problèmes avec ma famille, oui.
Donc c'est de ça peut-être qui...
Il y a aussi un petit peu de ça, au niveau de la copine aussi.
D'accord, ok, mais j'ai compris. On va voir ça.
Reçu, Major.
Tu peux disposer.
Major. Peggy.
Donc, ton nom c'est Iggy Repos. Tu t'appelles Iggy.
Your name is Peggy.
Nationalité?
Écossais.
Écossais. C'est la première fois que tu te présentes chez nous.
Is this the first time you tried to join the Legion?
Yes.
Est-ce qu'il désire être sous anonymat, changer de nom?
Do you wish to become anonymous and change your name?
No. The BSLA, the Bureau of Statistics, we call it the Gestapo. Basically, it's an interrogation. I mean, personally, I was in there for 2 hours. And they ask you everything, from the day you were born, about your family, everything about your civilian career, past military experience if you have any, everything.
Iggy!
The interview is designed to find out your background, to see if you've had any criminal connections, just to see that everything's okay on their side of you. C'est bon.
A murderer is not tolerated. A guy who stole some money in a bank, for instance, with a gun is not tolerated. He's dangerous. A guy who steals a car in the evening like that can be tolerated. There is no problem. But what I know about it, the rules is no murderer, okay, and no guy dangerous.
Écoutez tout le monde, sortez le capi, le sachet, et mettez sous la tête. Essayez tous les trois. Come on.
Ne touchez pas le blanc, que le noir.
Mettre sous la tête.
Put it on your head, step back. Don't touch the white. Right, ne touche pas le blanc, que le noir. Don't touch the white, just the black. This bit is very easy to get it dirty, and you'll be scrubbing it afterwards. Okay, that seems about right. Okay, take it off.
We'll get up to the gun pull down there, didn't we? Keep on following it up.
I like the tiger.
I'm getting on great because I've met a lot of English-speaking people, a couple of blokes from Scotland, bloke from Ireland. I think, to be truthful, the French keep themselves to themselves, and the British keep themselves to themselves. But that's going to all change when we get to Castell. They're going to split people up. So you're going to get on and you're going to be working with everybody, whether it be French, Russian.
Looking forward to it, you know. Just been 3 weeks here now, and it's a good feeling to pass all the tests and just get on with the military side of training now, you know.
In some ways I'm nervous. I think everyone's blind. They don't know what we're going to be in for. We do know it's going to be a hard time.
Gajdos.
Présent, Major.
Devine.
Présent, Major.
Vincent Baptiste.
Présent, Major.
Egui.
Présent, Major.
Section à la disposition du sous-officier du 4e régiment étranger.
Section à ma disposition. À votre major.
Reposez. Arme. Repos.
Ça veut doubler, il va voir deux plis et pas juste une. Ok, après, vous suivez le pli. Ok, on voit? Tu montres? Voilà, tu continues, tu fais encore 2 plis. Tu montres à tout le monde.
Bienvenue au 4e étranger. Ce régiment, c'est votre régiment.
Okay, with English you don't have your white kepi yet, but this is your regiment.
Vous allez tout d'abord découvrir l'esprit de la Légion étrangère.
You will learn the spirit of the French Foreign Legion.
Deuxièmement, vous allez apprendre à parler français.
You will learn to speak French.
Troisièmement, vous allez apprendre à tirer
You will learn to shoot
avec le fusil français qui s'appelle le FAMAS.
with the rifle French, the FAMAS.
在4个月以后，你们会然后去连接那个战争的那个部队，就是。
Je vous redis, bienvenue au 4e étranger et rendez-vous à la fin du 1er mois pour la remise de vos képis blancs.
Permission d'entrer. Engagé volontaire aiguë, 1 mois de service, 3e compagnie, section de lieutenant, à Ratteré, à vous mon lieutenant. Je m'en mets à repos, à vous mon lieutenant.
Ok, comment t'écris ton nom?
Aiguë, Dean, mon lieutenant.
Ouais, alors ça s'écrit comment?
23.
Non,
Fin
le nom. Comment tu l'écris? Sperme.
H-I-G-G-I-E.
H. Répète H. Répète H.
Et H. I-E-G-G-I-E.
Non, I. Pas I.
I.
Non, I.
I.
Heggy. Bon, tu viens d'où, Heggy? Ton pays. Ton pays. Chez toi. Ta ville. Tu habites où? Tu es anglais?
Écossais, anglais. Oui,
voilà. Donc tu viens d'Écosse. Ok? Écosse.
Écossais.
Voilà.
Rendez-vous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26, 28, 30, 21, 22.
And you're always assembling one out in the corridor there all the time. Like, they're always calling you out at stupid hours of the day, and I'm just really tired of it. Like.
Okay, we call them out more than once because when the sergeant comes to take the pill, we count them to see if they're all here. And it's counting in French. The guys have just arrived, and they're not counting. Their counting's not. Well, it's not good. It's obvious it's not good because they're new. So we get them back in the rooms to practice their counting. It's the French guys normally who give them a hand. Then we call them out again to see how it goes, and this goes on until they get it right.
À gauche, à droite, comptez-vous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Section, zone. Bien grand.
If you're late for it, you're going to get punched. Yesterday we were all lined up outside and we were about 3 seconds adrift. So the corporal just lined us up and went from one end, punching every single person, to the other end.
Yeah, the beatings is quite daunting. They hit you quite hard, to what I've seen. There's what was he? I think he was a Portuguese guy. His name's Acros. He's got a few bruises in his chest and that. So, it's just because he's Portuguese, really.
Tomorrow we're leaving for a place called the farm. It's basically a month of basic training, field craft, the chanting, the singing, marching, a lot of running, a lot of physical training. Now, from what I've heard from people that have come back from the farm, it is hell.
Ça, viens, pour un sac, ça, c'est quoi ça? Comment? Légal. Faut tourner à quoi? Tournez, allumez concrètement là. Hey, Léo, le sac d'eau you, le sac d'eau you, sous le lit. Eh putain, je suis ici, le sac d'eau ici. Actionnaire. Putain, pas possible ça.
Je veux que tout le monde travaille, francophone, non francophone. Tout le monde est volontaire ici. Alors ceux qui vont commencer à buller derrière, dans les petits coins, on va vite les trouver. Légion. Les pommes, c'est comme ça.
Oui, corporal.
Oui, corporal. Oui, corporal. Un papa.
Oui, corporal.
En bas. 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 En bas.
So, okay. Okay.
Engagé volunteer wager. Son.
Répète.
San.
Sans.
Se.
Sans.
Se.
Sans.
Sa.
Répète. En. Ok. Là.
So. Son.
Allez. Un corps de balle. Pas comme un éléphant, la corps de balle. Lance la jambe. On recule. Toujours recule. Les mecs. Remplis. C'est dedans. Allez, c'est là-bas. Ok. C'est long. C'est bon. 20 secondes pour être au de là-bas. 20 secondes, c'est bon. Allez. En bas. En haut. En haut. Milieu. Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? En haut. En bas. Pantalon de survêtement. Répétez.
Pantalon de survêtement.
Répétez.
Pantalon de survêtement.
Répétez.
Pantalon de survêtement.
C'est bon. Allez, on tire sur les bras. C'est bon. Hop, pose. Là, tire-moi cette jambe là. Marchez normalement. Faites pas de panique. Attention. Vous allez beaucoup apprendre. Hein. Réponds. Ici. Hop, normal. Non, pas normal, ici. Ok. Voilà, c'est bien. Hop. Tout blanc. Ok, normal. Pas... Non, normal. Marche normalement. Voilà, normalement. Voilà, c'est bien. Ça, c'est bien. Il n'y a pas de panique. personne qui te va bouffer ici. Ok, tu comprends? C'est ça. Voilà, rejoins-nous.
Engagement volontaire, il y a à vos autres mon nom.
500, 1000, 1050, 1070, 1090. Tu peux disposer.
Tu peux disposer à vos sessions.
Ton argent, je le garde. Ok? C'est ton argent, mais je le garde.
On les reconnaît de suite.
Engagement volontaire devant sergent.
500, 1000, 1050, 1070, 1090. Tu peux disposer.
Aux légionnaires, le combat qui commence. Bon, ça veut dire ce que ça veut dire. Mais dans nos âmes, enthousiasme et vaillance. C'est-à-dire, il faut toujours qu'on ait l'âme à combattre. Troisième phrase. Soldats de France, soldats du pays, nous remonterons vers les lignes. Soldats de France, soldats du pays, nous remonterons vers les lignes. Ok? Soldats de France. Hop, silence, c'est moi qui dis 3-4, d'accord? S'il y en a qui veulent pomper, qui veulent faire monter en haut de la colline, ils disent. Soldats de France. 3, 4.
Soldats de France, soldats du pays, nous remonterons vers les lignes.
Ok. Ô légionnaires, le combat qui commence. Okay.
Ils vont sortir un peu de leur coquille parce qu'ils sont un peu renfermés. Je trouve, pour moi, le choix n'est pas terrible. Donc ils vont sortir de leur coquille. Écoutez, c'est pas très bon. S'ils continuent comme ça, ils vont grimper sur la petite montagne qui se trouve derrière.
Allez, d'ailleurs. Allez. C'est bon.
Allez, redescends. À fond, là.
Le chant, ça fait partie intégrale de l'instruction, de la cohésion. Alors chantez. En bas. Oh.
3, 4.
Soldats de France, soldats du pays, nous remonterons vers les
position. Regarde. En haut. En bas. En haut. En bas. En haut. En bas. En haut. En bas. En haut.
En comment? Impôt. En comment? Impôt.
Moi qui est au garde-robe, quoi. C'est grave que tu s'en pas, ça regarde à nous. C'est qui ça?
Cordova, c'est binôme à toi? Hein? Pourquoi t'as pas été arrangé ces affaires de merde là?
Alors, les présentations, vous allez présenter à caporal, il va vous surveiller. Si c'est pas bon, vous n'allez pas dormir, quoi. Les chambres impeccables. C'est clair? Oui, caporal! Oh.
What a load of bullshit, I tell you. A minute to clean a pair of boots in this state.
I'm really annoyed, really seriously pissed off at the moment, because they change everything every day, and they talk too much. People here are really pissing me off at the moment. At this time, I'm just getting fed up with it, because some of these things are totally stupid. Typically, the French, they act childish. They can't queue up. They don't know how to organise themselves. They're totally thoughtless of other people. They just them. The Brits, we keep together. We're actually trying to sort out our rooms. We try and help other people as well as ourselves, but when we do, we get bollocked for it. And when we try and give advice when we've had experience, territorial or forces or otherwise, the civilians here, like themselves, just don't give a shit, basically. And that's what pisses myself off and probably annoys Dean and the other Brits.
Been messed about a lot, you know, no sleep. Constantly in the push-up position all the time. Sick of it.
Avec moi, on écoute. Ce matin, il a expliqué. Ça, c'est pas bon. C'est pas serré, regarde la position. Ça craint l'eau. Regarde, encore. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dit ce matin? Plus une fois maintenant. Hein? Répète, francophone, c'est qui là? C'est quoi ça?
Ils sont pas là, c'est les pistons.
Mec, binôme c'est qui?
C'est un francophone.
Incroyable ça. Tombe. Position, allons, debout. Position, debout. Et comment viens, debout. En bas. En haut, en bas, 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 en haut, en milieu, en milieu, en milieu. Vous êtes fatigué? Non, pas fatigué? Non, pas en bas. En bas, en haut, en bas, en haut, debout!
It goes for every army in the world. How discipline's enforced and built up is a standard practice. You know, obviously we have our little so-called tricks of the trade, etc. But they aren't designed to how can I say, degenerate a human being at all. It's just done for their good. But obviously, yes, it is very tough here. You know, I'm not going to say it's a holiday here. It's tough, it's hard, it's the French for our Legion.
Relâchons. Maintenant. Impôt. Comment j'espère. Tout arrangé, c'est bouclé. C'est bouclé, oui ou non? Oui, camarade. Chacun monte. Allez, sur la main. Allez, en main. Et voilà. Monte. Regarde. Un camarade. Pas bouclé. Pas bouclé. Pas bouclé. Pas bouclé. Ça, c'est pas bon. C'est pas bon, ça. J'ai dit autrefois, pour que tout arrangesse. Mais non. Rangez les allemands. Rangez les allemands. Voilà. Check. J'ai dit bouclé. J'ai dit bouclé. J'ai dit bouclé. Mais non, c'est pas en merde, non. Ça, bouclé, non. Dedans, non. J'ai tous, dehors. J'ai tous. Alors, j'ai tout ça, dehors, c'est pas bon. Tout de suite, alors. J'ai. Allez, c'est bon ici, là, tout le monde. Ah, à l'assaut.
I'm so tired. I mean, I've had about, in the past week, altogether, I've had about, must be about 15 hours sleep, you know, maybe if that. Falling asleep in French classes, being punished for that, but we had about fucking 3 hours sleep within about 48 hours, and the punishment for that was outside, strip off. I mean, it's freezing cold at night, you know, and strip off. They hosed us down with freezing cold water and told us to stand there for an hour.
It's not me. I'm not a military run. I thought I was, following my father and my family in the forces, and coming here to Foreign Legion to make a difference in the family. But it's probably my Christian upbringing which has been my backbone. But it's the soldiering I find too hard, stressful for me.
I think the stress started to get to Dave, like, I mean, constantly running about, constantly on the move, constantly having to be motivated, no sleep.
What we were told before we came here was it's a psychological, it's a battle of them and you, and they're trying to break you down. And like with Dave, you know, he just think they broke him.
They bring out the rest of your comrades from your dorm to watch you do the punishment, you know. And then later on when they go back, one of the corporals just comes up and hits you one. Tells you not to do it again, takes you back, and if you've still done it again, takes you outside. Yeah, and it's done it now. I probably expect more punishment when I get cast out.
marching. They do 2 days of marching, and then bivouac somewhere tomorrow night, and then march again Sunday. And it's a 50k march for the Capi Blanc. At the end of the march, there's a little ceremony where they put their Capi Blanc on for the first time. They say the code of honor, and then they become legionnaires.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bellio et... Maintenant.
C'est terminé là.
On touche. Regardez tout ça là. On touche cette partie là. On touche pas partie ici là.
Pour que lui il sorte juste là. Et tu vas prendre la place de lui là.
Touchez pas le blanc.
Hein? Tu vas prendre la place.
Présentez.
Ce fanion est le symbole de votre volonté d'obtenir les meilleurs résultats ensemble à la fin de votre instruction. Engagé volontaire de la section du lieutenant Ratiré. Vous allez recevoir votre képi blanc. Ce képi blanc, avant vous, 500 000 légionnaires l'ont porté, dont 35 000 sont morts pour la France. Comme vos anciens, vous devrez le mériter chaque jour de votre vie. Vous le mériterez par votre volonté d'accomplir vos missions à tout prix. Vous le mériterez enfin par une fidélité sans faille à vos camarades et à la Légion étrangère. Coiffez vos képis blancs.
Toujours le servir avec honneur et fidélité. Légionnaire, tu es un volontaire, servant la France, avec honneur et fidélité. Chaque légionnaire est donc fait d'homme, quelle que soit sa nationalité, sa race, sa religion. Tu lui manifestes toujours la solidarité, les droits.
Put your bag on the table and sit down.
Your name is? Dean William Heggie.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you come here to join up the Legion for 5 years, that's it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. You know, if you want to join, we keep charge of you immediately from this moment now, and you're not allowed to write or to telephone for minimum 4 months, 3 or 4 months, yeah, you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. We pass you in front of a doctor this afternoon. Okay. If the medic decides you are fit to join, then you sign your 5 years contract this afternoon.
Back home, I mean, my parents don't know I'm here, for a start. I think the only person that knows that I'm here is my uncle Frank. But apart from that, none of my friends know, none of my family. No one.
Quel est votre motif?
Served 5 years in the Marines, left the Marines, and I was about a month in civilian life. It was boring, really, you know, just sitting about the house, watching television. I just needed another challenge, you know. bit of excitement, bit of adventure. I think the next challenge was the French Foreign Legion.
De venir à la Légion étrangère.
What is your motivation to enlist in the Legion?
I've joined for adventure and for a military career.
Avez-vous des problèmes avec la justice en Angleterre?
Do you have any problems with the justice, with the police in Great Britain?
No, no trouble at all.
Non problème?
No.
Vous allez maintenant signer un contrat pour 5 ans, provisoire, pour l'instant, ici à Paris. Signé ici.
That is the first contract here in Paris, which will become definitively after a period of tests.
Concerning the French Foreign Legion. If you want to join, you have to go to France, at your own expense. The closest port from England is Calais, which spells C-A-L-A-I-S. For your information, the basic contract with the Foreign Legion is 5 years. The Foreign Legion ban recruitment if you've been charged with murder crime or drug-related convictions.
Bonjour. I've come to join the Légion Étrangère. Oui. Passeport.
Bonjour monsieur.
Bonjour.
C'est pourquoi?
I've come to join the Légion Étrangère.
Ok.
Okay.
Comment?
I'm very, very nervous. It's a long way away from home. I'm not very good at speaking French either, you know, so I think that's going to be a big, big problem for me.